Okay, collective, if you're seeing a white cat or you have a white cat that's passed over, this may be for you. Now, remember my disclaimer, anytime we pass on loved ones, it can be a very sensitive topic. Please remember to take what resonates, leave the rest, and always, always use your own discernment. Okay, so this one is specific. It might be a little messy, but I'm going to tell you exactly how it came through. So the first thing I saw was a white cat. So if you have a white cat, had one, or you've been seeing a lot of white cats, then definitely pay attention here. So this is what I heard. You might see him as I was seeing the white cat. Then I heard would have been as good as it. So let's see. Don't force it, you know. Everything on being mad. Be advised, a challenge, a last priming. So the way it kind of comes in sometimes is choppy, like phrases, not full sentences always. It's just how spirits tend to communicate at times. So what stood out strongest to me in all of that was don't force it, everything on being mad, be advised, a challenge, and a last priming. So this to me is someone in spirit saying to you, there's a situation, maybe you're going to be tempted to force something, push it, or maybe stay stuck in anger. And they're calling it a challenge and like a last priming for you or final test, okay? And as I was hearing that, I got the sound of an alarm. Okay, so that can be a literal alarm, your phone alarm, a wake up call, but it definitely means pay attention. Right after the alarm, I hear the number 6 and then CBS. Okay, and then what is and what isn't, details later, 8 off Chris, 2 weeks, so criminal, hold their check. So again, fragments, but they're very specific here. 6 and CBS could be the number 6. So say maybe the 6th day of a month, a time, 6 weeks, maybe your life path 6. Okay, or literally channel 6, CBS, the network. I don't know, it could be both, okay? What is and what isn't in details later is telling me that things are not fully revealed yet. You don't have the whole picture, okay? So don't rush it. And the 8 off Chris, 8 is an ATE, came through exactly like that, okay? Now that could be someone living off of someone named Chris, relying on them financially, using them. So Chris could be a first name, last name, I don't know. And then I think the 2 weeks so criminal hold their check is like timing and money, kind of a warning here. So maybe the next 2 weeks are important. Maybe somebody was living off of or feeding off of Chris for 2 weeks. And it doesn't have to literally be something criminal. It could be shady, dishonest, that they're saying, oh, that's, so criminal that they ate off of Chris for 2 weeks. So if it resonates, take it, like I said, and hold their check is pretty clear. Don't rush to pay someone, especially if it isn't a fair deal. Don't sign off on something, release funds until you're sure, okay? Now, of course, I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I am the messenger here. I'm repeating what I got. So forever, this is for spirit, or your passed on loved one is saying, don't force it. Don't do it just because you're mad. Be advised. This is a challenge, kind of like a last test. You don't see all the details yet. Use the next 2 weeks wisely. Pay attention. Double check things before you hand anything over. Hold their check if need be. Okay, so if this is your message, you're probably already side-eyeing the situation and you know exactly what I'm talking about when this comes to you, especially with the white cat. Okay, so those are all signs for you. Now, if this resonates with you, please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to continue to support the channel. Sending you light, love, and healing, and I hope this helped.